Good evening. This is the Elliott wave update for the NASDAQ 100 for Thursday, May 19th, 2022. The NASDAQ keeps getting more interesting, and in several ways. The responses to a lot of the Fibonacci, or just the movements within the waves, is larger, continues to be larger than what would normally be expected. And that is not so unusual in terms of the fact that we are moving around with greater volatility, and that volatility remains strong and has remained strong for quite some time now. So as far as trading goes, it is almost like a trader's dream, because there is so much movement and there is so much trading that the opportunities are great. Doesn't mean that each and every day and every single move is easy, clear, and just the best thing since sliced bread in terms of getting on board and riding it and understanding, because within some of these moves, sudden jerks of $20 or $30 here in the NASDAQ are seeming to be common. Nonetheless, it is adhering to pattern. It is adhering to structure and following through as it should. And I will go over that in a minute. Just the fact is that what I want to say is that from where I have marked minute wave 2, the market did, and so that would be from the 12,594 high that we reached yesterday at the start of Globex, down to the low also in the Globex session at 11,704. The market did put in 5 waves down. And I'll go over that shortly when I drop down to the hourly chart. So the reaction and the counter trend rally that we may still be within fits very cleanly. It just seems that during our trading, that seems all we get to do is trade the corrections. And in any case, as far as the larger picture that I talk about or go from, which is our daily, there aren't any changes. The market continues to mark and move through what I believe are the first 2 moves within the minute third wave down. And that is also part of a minor third wave down. And that is also part of an intermediate third wave down. So the 3 of 3 of 3 move continues, and as it should. So I'm going to drop down to the hourly chart so that we can take a quick look at what's going on there. Again, I've left open these Fibonacci retracements, and those retracements are for this small wave 2. So once again, we're in a second wave. But like I said, the whole project, the whole pattern, minute wave 3, which began here, will consist of 5 waves of sub-minute degree. Well, here's 1 and 2. So we continue to unfold as expected. The internal moves, I wish wouldn't take quite as long, but hey, can't rush everything. So the market right now is involved in a sub-minute wave 2, or in an additional second wave, and it looks like we have completed wave A, and then we got an A, B, C for a pretty much flat B wave. And the market continues to carry, if that's the count, continues to carry strong potential that will again turn around, will again move back above 12,050, will again move back aboard, this time clear the hourly 50 moving average. So we can still move up in a C wave as a part of this sub-minute wave 2. We could get as high as 12,255. That's the 618. Fibonacci retracements for a second wave, the most common area is between 50% and 61.8%. Those are the retracements. So this is the zone where we would anticipate that second wave to come into. So I would expect, if this is the count and we turn and we start heading, we have to break above the 50. Failure to break above the 50 just keeps this negative picture and there's movements to the downside pretty strong. if we complete this move, we're looking for the waterfall, looking for another waterfall. And if it's coming again inside the third, it should exceed this. It should exceed this one in size and push. So we could be in for another nice little slide tomorrow if the market doesn't have to move up first. If it does, and it takes most of tomorrow's trade, well, then I would be expecting it to happen on Monday, because again, it's the same result, whether we take it to here or whether we take it to here, it's going to be the same result. That's what we're looking for. So the idea of bullishness, it's like, yeah, it's short-lived. That's my opinion. It's not meant to, like, we're going to just keep going. So if we continue to break down from here, in other words, Asian markets open and European markets open, and it's like they'll have nothing about going back, and they just turn and head lower, the market, to make things clear, would need to drop below 11,704 to begin, and also 11,689. Again, that's the true break point to kick this larger minute third into high gear, and also the sub-minute degree third into high gear, and get it going. So we continue to look for lower levels. Now, I'm going to, just for now, we already showed you the, sorry about that, the resistance. We have the 50-day at 12,062, and we have 12,150, 12,255. That's the whole zone. But we definitely need it above 12,076, 77, because that's the high from this morning. And so if that's A and this is B, then the C wave needs to get up above there. Okay, so I'm going to take these down, because now we could put some extensions on this and see what, if we can wrap some other additional things right above that. It's actually a bit lower. I'll go with that, to put some parameters, then see if that fits in. So we have 2150, boom, right there, and 2229, boom, right there. So those would be 786 and 100%, with this C wave, that's A wave, that's B, and then the C wave of 2 would come in at 100% of A, and that is very common. The least common would be right here at 12,082, which is barely takes out that high, but does, and we'd have to move up in 5. But that would be the minimum, about 12,080. And if it only gets there, it's just really telling you that the sellers are impatient. They're impatient, and they're just going to go and take care of business. But we have it all the way up. So we have additional at 12,119, 120. We have it at 12,150 and 12,229, 230. That would be the zone if the market turns, it goes up. And the pattern, it's pretty clear. The only thing that's going to upset this apple cart again is if they turn and they start heading lower, and they don't stop. They just kind of start breaking below 11,850, and they just keep going, and they break all the price support, which is 17,095, 11,795, and then some light at 11,721, and then 04, and then 11,689. And then once that starts, we then should drop more precipitously and quickly to towards 11,000. We have a couple of points in between, and I will go to them right now, should we break down. So let me go up back to that daily, and I'm going to put in, again, for the minute third, and we're going to do it this way. I'm going to go there, to there, to there. And I will fix that when I get back down to the hourly, go very quickly. These are not going to be perfect, but I can change this one to at least 94. So at least that's going to be up there. Let's just say okay to that. This is 89. Let's do that one. Nope. Midpoint. Oh yeah, that one's way off. 89 and beginning point. Yep. Sorry, my aim was not that great, was it? So it's taken all this time. This one's the closest. All right, so that cleans up all that. Now we're into place. And if we get this minute third and then this sub-minute third kicking into gear, we're looking for as a minimum of 10,728. And then we have 10,288, 10,016. Here's the 618, 1.618, 9575, 9575. And that could be the completion point for minute wave 3. So we'd be looking for sub-minute wave 3 to maybe get down to here, do a 4 and then do a 5, or do here and then a 4 and a 5. But I'm definitely looking for minute wave 3 to be complete underneath this. And then we'll be working on a minute 4 and 5 to complete the minor third. And then additional going up, minor fourth and then a minor fifth to complete the intermediate third. So we still have quite a bit of downside to go. But you can see we're going to have battles all the way down. And that's fine, because as long as it follows and adheres to pattern, everything remains the same. And that's about it for today. Continue to use the moving averages. They truly are our friend in both directions. And I use it again, 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute. And so, and it's the same, no matter what time frame you're using, the same setup on all of the moving averages. So they're consistent all the way down. And the message when they get broken is the same all the way down. You're just realizing degree. So on a maximum monthly chart, that's a very large degree. And then as well as with the weekly chart and the daily, and then so on forth down. So I am going to leave it there. Our next update will be on Sunday, the 22nd.